Just enter factory. Alright, so factory's gonna start out with a pretty important glitch. So this is another, so this is either gonna be a hitbox push glitch or a orange clip glitch, using oranges to use the lag to get out of bounds. Most of that has to do with like the speed you get from it, but whatever, I'll go into that later. So what we want to do here is we need to get to storage room. That's the first thing we want to do, is to get to storage room, which is where Chunky is, which is where we need to free him. And so instead of having to hit that the switch to open the hatch and go all the way down to storage room, we also need some things up in production room. So yeah, we're gonna do an out of bounds clip right here to get out of bounds and go to storage room earlier than you're supposed to, and get some other things along the way. So how we're gonna do this is a method on N64. What I see most people do, and what I personally do, is do the orange method. So I can use oranges to push myself and sort of damage myself and to lag myself through the wall, so I can get to where I need to get. And I'll show you where to go once we get the clip. But unfortunately, since it's pretty much lag contingent, that strat is very, very hard to use oranges on Virtual Console. So what you can also do is you can, see if I can zoom in on them here. So you see these robots over here? You can actually get that robot to push you, use one of his attacks, and push you out of bounds. So yeah. Now that I've explained that, we can go hit this cutscene right here. So this is this cutscene right here. Of the Chunky. So just skip the text, and yeah. Alright, so first I'm going to demonstrate the method where you get the robot to push you out of bounds, which is called robot push. So this is the strat you would do on Virtual Console. So you sort of want to get the robot's attention and then sort of walk very slowly into this corner, sort of bait him in there, and then with luck, he shouldn't slap you. That's not good luck. He should do his attack where he like lunges forward, and that'll usually push you out of bounds. So you kind of want to get into this corner. You see that lunge attack he did? You want him to do that in the corner. I believe it's luck whether or not he does the lunge attack or a slap. But yeah, a slap will usually not clip you out of bounds, but alright, yeah. I do not usually do this trick because it's really annoying, I find. Come on, come on. Please. This is a really stupid trick, in my opinion. I do not like it very much. Probably, I mean, most of it's skill-based, and I just don't have a lot of experience with this trick. Oh no, now both of them are over here. This is bad. Oh god. Yeah, like that. That's what you want him to do. So now he used his hitbox to push me out of bounds. So yeah, that's the strat you would do on VC. I'm not good at it, so please do not watch me to, learn how to do that trick. I would talk to some high-level VC runners about it. Maybe Kiwi Killer 67 and Falcon X Falcon are people who have the best times right now for no levels early on Virtual Console, and they're pretty good at it. They have very good times, so talk to them about it. I'll link another video about that in the description of this video when it uploads to YouTube, because that was a pretty bad explanation and had pretty bad execution too. So yeah, I just don't use that method. Alright, so yeah, so that's what you want. Part of it is it's a little bit of luck, but it's also a little bit of skill in how well you can lure the robots. Alright, so that's that trick. But now the strat I do on N64 is using oranges, and so I have a pretty consistent setup for that. So the first thing you want to do when you do this strat is if you're coming from the exit, or the entrance to the level, I like to do is just, you need to kill these robots, because orange is home on enemies in this game, and so they can alter the trajectory of your oranges and make the trick not work. So, like to kill them. I think I might get, no, I didn't get both in one orange. But yeah, so just kill them over there. Then you want to get in this corner. So you see how on Lanky's left foot, there's like a little black spot there? You want to put your foot on that black spot, like exactly. That's what I like to do. So from there, you want to hold Z and then hold all the way back, like this. So you're completely parallel with the wall. So then, like to go into C up, and you see like this brown line that's on the wall, it's like right at the edge of my camera right now. That's where you want to position your camera, after C up. So now, for the oranges, you want to throw them in a certain rhythm. So that rhythm for me is boom, 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 boom. So like throw, 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 throw. No faster, no slower, just throw, 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 throw. So I'm going to try to do it right now. And I got the clip. Awesome. So that's the setup that works most consistently for me. You don't really want to take that much time to set it up in a run, but yeah. So that's what you do. I'm going to try to demonstrate it one more time. This trick is inconsistent. Both of these methods I find are pretty inconsistent, both robot push and this method, but whichever works for you, depending on which console you're on, you can do. So just... Alright, we're out of bounds now. Alright, cool. So now this is where we do the out of bounds navigation. So as you can see these little lights here? Those are some tag barrel lights that have loaded. And the reason why those load in is because we watched that cutscene at the beginning when we enter factory. And so that cutscene, since the camera was in there for that cutscene, it loaded that part of factory. So, yeah, that's why these tag barrel lights are here. And we can use them as a reference to navigate to Lanky's golden banana in production room. And so, yeah, if you enter factory, exit, and then enter it again, these tag barrel lights will not show up because you only get that cutscene, which loads these tag barrel lights on the first time you enter. So if you're doing the orange method and you exit and then enter again for like farm oranges, then you won't see these tag barrel lights. So that's why you kind of want to do it all in one go. Unfortunately, it can be pretty difficult. So yeah. So now you just sort of want to like look around and like look for these tag barrel lights. So yeah, we found them over here. We want to like look for these two, like a higher one and the lower one. And so what I like to do here is, now that I'm like centered like right at them, sometimes Lanky will be invisible, but that's okay. Lanky's still there, as long as you know which direction you're facing. That's why pressing R here is helpful. So I like just to walk in the middle of them, like walk right in between. And so then after a few steps here, you'll see those sparkles over there? That's the golden banana that we want to get. So I'm just going to walk forward right into that golden banana. Alright, so actually, collecting the banana while the room is unloaded is faster because it creates a lot of lag if you get it when the room is loaded like this. Alright, so now that you've done that, that's one of the hardest parts of Factory over with, so congratulations, you got through it. We're going to do a crouch slide off to our right, Lanky's left, so like here, and then we're going to land right by this tag barrel. Sometimes you can land in the tag barrel, which is cool, but yeah, so from here, you just want to be right here and tag Diddy. If you don't make it into the tag barrel from the jump, it's fine, you can just jump back in. Once you land here. So it's very important that you tag warp 4, because we're going to need that for later. So yeah, remember to tag warp 4. If not, then it's a really big time loss, because we're going to need that for later. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Anyways. So then kick slide, jump aerial, or not kick slide, sorry. Cartwheel, jump aerial down here, so you don't take fall damage. Make sure you space it out well. Pull out your guns, and then just pump this guy full of peanuts. Apparently he's not dead now, but yeah, remember it takes 8 shots as DK and Diddy, and then 5 shots as Chunky. And then hit this switch over here. This is gonna spawn the golden banana for later, something we need. And then just head on over to storage room and tag good old Lanky Kong, because we need him to free Chunky. So it does seem kind of like annoying to have to tag Diddy just for like a small section and then tag Lanky again, but it's just faster to get Diddy's Kasplat and switch right there. So yeah, just use the rank stand to get up here and hit the switch to free Chunky. And there's going to be some text here incoming, so just be aware of that. Alright, we're good. So, now, just long jump down here and collect Chunky's golden banana that you freed him for. Alright, after this, we are going to enter Mad Jack in the Troffenscoff portal that's right in front of us here. Oh, really? Sometimes Lanky's hitbox with that is super weird. Like, sometimes his arms just, like, stretch out and they can, like, knock you around, and it's kind of annoying. So, yeah, we're going to tag Tiny here. So, you might be wondering how we're going to get in here as Tiny, because so far the only way I've showed you is DK. But we can actually do a similar thing that we did in the Llama Temple as Diddy. We can do a ledge clip on this ledge right here, so we can get then out of bounds here and then under the door, and so we can hit the loading zone for Mad Jack. So yeah, actually I need to pull up some things for Mad Jack, bases of Mad Jack that we have. So yeah, he'll jump around 9 times on the first phase, 11 on the second, 12 on the third, 13 on the fourth, and then 15 on the fifth. So yeah, here's how you do the ledge clip. The main strat that you see a lot of other runners doing is sort of angling Tiny right here, and sort of C-up buffering, sort of like up left a little bit, like that. That actually got it really well here. But that strat, honestly, in terms of consistency, does not work extremely well for me. I'm getting it like crazy good here right now, but it's not the case for a lot of people, and it's not usually the case for me. So what I like to do, the easier method that I like to do is sort of get in that spot again, but then press Z, hold Z, and sort of get Tiny so she's like facing the camera, and then C-up buffer by pressing down. And I find that to be the more easier and more consistent method for me. But yeah, do whichever setup works for you. So yeah, this is the setup that works for me, so I'm just gonna, yeah. Remember to sort of slightly tap down and then C-up, and that usually gets you through. Sometimes you have to, it's a little bit harder to get like closer to the edge so you don't have to press C-up as many times, but I still think it's more consistent than doing the method where you face in the corner. But that's just me. Do whatever works for you. I don't want to encourage you to do any strats that you don't think are good just because like I said to do them. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're watching this tutorial. If there's a strat that's not working out for you and there's an alternate, then try it out, and if it works better for you, then do it by all means. But yeah, anyways, I do want to say some things a little bit about Mad Jack before we get in there. So, Mad Jack, he jumps around on little boxes, or on little platforms, each with alternating colors, so it's sort of like a checkerboard. And so, yeah, Mad Jack can either do a long jump, like a jump that's like really long, that's like really slow, which we call a slow jump. If he's like right close to you, then he gives you some time to move to the next platform. So he'll jump slower, but if he's far away from you, then he'll jump way faster because he just wants to get to you faster. So there are ways to manipulate him to go faster, to do more fast jumps. So just for that, you just want to go back and forth between like diagonals between two platforms. So yeah, make sure you just know which like color he's on, because then after he's done doing the jumps, then the switches will spawn, and you just have to hit the switch on the corresponding color that he's on. So yeah, where the switches spawn is completely random. So that's why Mad Jack is frustrating to a lot of people sometimes, is just because he's, you know, it's a lot of RNG, which is not something that a lot of people really like. Yeah, so I just want to say this, it's okay if you fall. Like, we've all fallen in Mad Jack before, there's no shame in doing it, happens all the time. Previous Mad Jack, so yeah, there's no shame, and it's not going to be that costly, it's around 20 seconds per fall. So only at like a high level do you need to be resetting over falling in Mad Jack. So yeah, just keep that in mind, that, you know, it's not that bad if you fall. So yeah, let's just ledge clip in here, and then we'll be able to fight the boss. I screwed it up there because I'm stupid. Oh my god. But yeah, let's just ledge clip in, and then we'll be able to fight the boss. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we're in. Yeah, so just long jump, and then go into the loading zone. So right here, what you're going to want to do off the back, right off the bat, is press R to rotate your camera, or press R to unlock the camera and then rotate. Go back, right, and then alternate between these two platforms. You also want to turn your camera on N64 so it's not on Mad Jack, so it reduces some less lag. So after two alternates, you want to come up here. He's always going to be on blue here, so if you do the same strat I did, he's always going to be on blue. So just go to the blue switch as soon as you can. I got some good luck there because it spawned close to me. So yeah, so from now, just count the phases, that's 2, and then go diagonals. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so you've counted 11, and now you're gonna go to the white switch. Oh no! Ah! Alright, so I got really lucky there, because he didn't hit me off. So yeah, he just throws fireballs at you on the first 3 phases. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see the slow jump there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, so now we can scope out where it is. It seems to be right behind him, which is not the best spot for it to be in, unfortunately. But yeah, most of it's just up to luck. It's a pretty luck-heavy boss, unfortunately. Ah! He hit me. So yeah, it can be a pretty difficult fight for a lot of people. So yeah, phases 4 and 5 work differently. There are, because he'll just try to jump, like, closest to where you are, and he won't pay attention to, like, you know, fast jumps. So, like, the fast jumping method doesn't always work here, like it does for the, first 2 and 3 phases. For the first 3 phases. So, yeah, you are going to get more slow jumps here, which is going to take up some more time. But it's okay. Alright, so he's on blue here. Where's the switch? Oh, it's all the way over there. That's really bad. So, yeah. So yeah, just, it is going to be slower, but you can just do the same diagonal strat that you've been doing, and you should be fine and get more fast jumps than not. So yeah, I'm doing a pretty bad job at explaining this, so if you want to, I'll link a good Mad Jack that you can watch on N64 and VC. And yeah, and I'll link also Balam's tutorial about it, because he has a way better explanation of Mad Jack than I do right now. So yeah, just pretty much diagonals. Remember to count the phases. So for these ones, you just want to wait. He'll shoot the laser at you at the current platform you're on, so just wait until he shoots the laser. Alright, cool. So we're done with that. Again, this was a really bad explanation, so I am going to link a better resource about that in the description. Yeah, because I am definitely not the best person at boss fights. The person who's probably the best at boss fights, there's a lot of people who are really good. I'd recommend watching some of the Balam 96's fights, some of Tudos's fights, and some of Bismuth 9's fights. And I'll link some of those, depending on which fight you do. Alright, so now that you've done that, you've got key 3. You want to come over here and get Tiny Splat. Let's knock him down because it's slower to shoot. So yeah, just climb the pole and then go up here to your left. And this is one of the newer tricks in the run that we're going to do right now. This is what is referred to as Tiny Pipe Clip. So this requires, before we get into Mini Monkey or whatever, I'm going to sort of explain what we're doing. So we're going to get up here to this little pipe as Mini Monkey, as Mini Tiny, and collect this golden banana that's right over there. And so now from here, what we can do is, as Mini Monkey, we can actually do out of bounds clip through this pipe. Out of bounds clip with this pipe that can allow us to get over here to this area earlier, which is an area we need to go to get all the blueprints in the rest of this level. So I'm gonna sort of walk you through how to do that. So first, you're just gonna want to enter this Mini Monkey barrel. Skip some first time text about it, and yeah. So then what I like to do here is I like to go like facing completely towards it, face away. Just make sure the side of you is like parallel with it, and then just backflip and hold up, and you should get through. So then just backflip up these little boxes and just go in the little tunnel, and this cutscene will trigger. So this can actually be a little bit annoying because the cutscene, you can actually, there is some soft lock potential here, unfortunately. So the cutscene trigger for the cutscene for me to go all the way back is like right here. So if I hit this cutscene trigger while I'm detransformed, then I can soft lock my game and hit the cutscene while I'm detransformed. Unfortunately, it's pretty bad if that happens. So if you soft lock there, I'm really sorry, but you're gonna have to reset your run. So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna walk you through all the inputs to do, and then I'll do it. So first what we're going to do is sort of walk up this little slope here, not going too far because we don't want to hit the cutscene trigger, then kick sliding, jump, and then ponytail twirl, and that should get you out of bounds after you walk up this a little bit, and then kick slide. So then what you do after that, once you're out of bounds, you want to hold direct left, and then oh shoot, oops, I hit the cutscene trigger. I'm stupid. But yeah, this is the cutscene trigger that you can hit, which is no good, that you don't want to hit. Oh my god, great tutorial. Get in there. Get in there. All right. So yeah. So then after you've done that, you want to hold direct left and then ponytail twirl. And so as soon as you land from your ponytail twirl, you're going to want to detransform, and then sort of hop, and keep tapping left after that until you inbounds in the pipe. And you should avoid the cutscene trigger. So I'm going to do that right now. So walk up a little bit, then click out, get out of bounds, go as far left as you can, detransform, and then get in here. So yeah, I'm going to do that a little bit more. Once more to try to explain that. So yeah, that's how you do it. It can be a little difficult to get because it is a lot of inputs really fast. But remember just to sort of get the clip, then ponytail twirl, hold direct left. As soon as you land out of bounds, then detransform, and you should slide right into to that part of the pipe that you want to be right here. So yeah. So once you just sort of have to get a feel for like where the cutscene trigger is and like what directions work on your control stick and which don't. So yeah, I would recommend practicing this trick a little bit before doing it in runs. So just don't do it blind, just sort of get a feel for it. But anyways, now that you're here, you've gotten past the soft lock potential part. So we're gonna do a sort of a similar clip that we did earlier to sort of get out of bounds, but now we're huge tiny, so it doesn't really matter. So just kick slide, jump, ponytail twirl, and just hold forward, and voila, we are now in here. In this area, which is really cool. Oh, excuse me, I burped. So now what we want to do is we want to catch the attention of this Kasplat right here, preferably not get hit, but we can sort of lure him over here so he's closer to the tag barrel, because we need to get this Kasplat as chunky. Also, don't get hit by those domino pieces like I did, because I'm stupid. Alright, anyways. So, come up here and tag good old Chunko Kong, and we're going to have some first time text coming up here, so remember to skip it. Come down here, and hopefully if we lured him correctly, then he'll come over here, but sometimes he just wanders off. So, oh, oops. So yeah, it takes 5 hits to kill him as chunky. Alright, so once you've collected that, once you've collected the blueprint, you want to go over here to R&D, Research and Development, and we're going to go through the tunnel, climb up this little thing, and then tag Lanky and get his blueprint up here. Alright, tag Lanky. So, climbing up this ladder is kind of slow, so what you can do is you can backflip onto it, like right here, and then only climb the top part of it. So from here, you just want to come around and then hit Lanky's Kasplat here. Remember to damage him optimally as Lanky. Don't hit him with your gun. In most cases, you wouldn't hit him with your gun at all. So here, come in and just tag DK after you've done that. So then keep rolling. You can do a sort of similar thing, and so you can kick up the ladder faster, which is faster than just climbing it from the bottom. So yeah, just go into the second tunnel that you see after climbing So just go to the second tunnel that you see after climbing the little ladder, and it should be like a little pit where you just drop down here, and this is gonna get you to Power Shed. So just hit the switch. Why did that not work? I was right on the switch. That's really stupid. Yeah, this game, the hitboxes in this game are just completely strange. They're really dumb. So yeah, just enter Power Shed and activate it by doing Gorilla Gone. Or why did I say Gorilla Gone? Gorilla Grab, rather. And so then we just get to watch this short little cutscene. Yeah, which is pretty cool, I guess. You sort of get to see the get to sort of see the production room. But yeah, this is kind of a long cutscene, so you can take a break, look at chat, take a drink of water here, whatever. But it's not quite short. It's not quite long enough to do a pee break. But we will have some other pee breaks coming up if you really need to go during a run. But yeah, we need to activate production room so we can do some stuff there, which is what we're gonna do here right now. So yeah, you can also do one of the easier orange dance skips that you can go for right here is this one right here. It's pretty easy. So just sort of make sure that you're like facing it completely, then face away by holding Z and then going back, holding back, so you're facing away from it, but you're like completely, you know, completely parallel with it. Go into first person, go a little bit to the left, and then throw an orange, and it should damage you right into the golden banana. Depending on how many tries the orange clip took you, if you did that method at the beginning, you may not want to go for this if you're low, but there are going to be multiple places to fill up on oranges, so yeah. Anyways, what you want to do after that is you want to drop down here and then tag Chunky, then go over to Dark Room. So Pyramid punch this gate open, and we're going to do a little jump to get in. We can sort of clip inside of this little box right here where the golden banana is stored, without having to activate the you know, the platforms and stuff. So yeah, we can skip that. So what we're gonna do here is go up here, get a backflip on top of this box, and then we're going to jump aerial all the way across and hopefully grab the ledge of the little box under the question block. So jump aerial. My angle was off there, so I missed the box. You do want to sort of jump like right here on the box. You don't want to be like all the way to the wall, because if you grab it all the way like in that corner of the wall on the left side, the question block, you'll just fall right down, which is no fun. You don't want to do that. So yeah, just like that happened. That's what will happen when you go too far left into the wall. God, I'm so bad at this. Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm gonna edit this out. This is bad. Alright, so you kind of want to grab it in the middle here. And so to skip this, you can skip the banana dance here. So if you're, see how like Chunky is sort of sideways now? So if you sort of like move it so you're like sideways, then you just pull up and then he'll skip. You can grab the banana from within the box and it'll skip the banana dance for you if you have that certain angle. Alright. So that's cool. After we've done that, we are going to head on over to production room. So we're going to go out the way we came in as Diddy. And we're going to go immediately to the right and hit Chunky's switch for his production room golden banana. Awesome. Alright, so after this, we're just going to hold down and take warp 4. This is why we needed it earlier. So if you fall here, it's fine, but it's not, obviously not optimal, but you can just take warp 4 back up, so it's not that bad. So yeah, just understand like the platform cycles and when they're gonna come towards you. So yeah, if you need to wait for a cycle and you're not comfortable going for an early cycle, depending on where you go, then just wait it out, it's fine. So then you're gonna want to go on this little platform on your right here. So this is going to take you to your friends in the tag barrel, and here you just sort of jump off at this platform, and then when the middle platform is low, you want to jump aerial towards it. I'm going to wait just so I don't fall off, and then backflip onto the next platform, and yeah. So now you're up here, and you just want to come over here and tag Diddy Kong, and so we're going to get his golden banana that we spawned at the beginning of Factory, which is the one that you get the Simian Spring pad to. So just jump aerial across these platforms. They can be kind of trolly. It's okay if you fall. You'll just have to take warp 4 back up. Yeah, so just Simian Spring to that golden banana. It'll skip the dance for you, just because you're in Simian Spring animation. So yeah, just remember to jump aerial. Make sure you space them out real good so you don't fall in places you don't want. So we're going to come over here and tag DK, and then we're just going to go back the way we came so we can get his Kasplat. We can get his blueprint. So like that. Yeah, those platforms can definitely troll you sometimes, depending on how fast they go and you know what your jumps are like. But yeah, don't worry about it too much. Just practice the movement there, I guess. So from here, just go into first person, and then count 8 shots. Should kill the Kasplat. Make sure you have your gun away before you jump here, because you might not be able to jump far enough if you have your gun out. So once you've collected that, kick off to your left, DK's right here, and you kind of want to get down here where the crusher room area is and just enter the crusher room. Alright, so here, we are going to do another out-of-bounds clip, which involves the hitbox pushing again. That's another very broken thing in this game. So the hitbox of this crusher can actually push us through this little area, this little gap here that I'm standing in right now. if we set it up correctly. So the crusher coming down on you, if you're in this little section, then it'll push you through. So you just wait till the crusher's up to go, and then once the crusher's up, just get in that little area, and it should push you right through when it comes down on top of you. So yeah, just hold up, up right a little bit, and then just roll once you get out of bounds. And so then after you do that, just roll through these. You kind of want to wait for the cycles just so you don't get damaged, because that's a little slow. Sometimes you can just roll right through that last one because good hit detection in this game. So yeah, just wait till it's up, just go right through, and it's pretty easy once you know the strats. So here, now that you're out of bounds again, you just want to get as far out of bounds as you can, because then you'll hit the void zone, and it'll take you right back to the beginning of the level. And so now, you can get some oranges here if you want, but it's kind of slow to get them. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, now we're done with Factory, so you can just hit the loading zone, and we're out. So that's kind of where early game ends. A lot of people would say early game ends in Factory. So yeah, that's where this is where sort of mid game starts. So mid game is basically Japes 2 through Fungi, and then late game kind of starts at Caves. But yeah, so from here you just want to roll right over to this Gorilla Grab. I keep on getting them confused, Gorilla Gone and Gorilla Grab. You just want to grab, so this platform. So then you want to hold. Oh shoot! Yeah. So to get the fast cycle there, you just want to kick, jump, aerial towards it. If your timing's not good, then you won't make it, but it's no big deal. So yeah, once you just eventually you'll just get up there, and then play your instrument, and some text will come down, and yeah, it'll spawn the golden banana for you. So you can just go grab it. Oh whoa! I didn't know that you could do that. So actually, I'm gonna explain how that happened real quick, because I did not intend to do that. So depending on your angle when you play, for the golden banana, when you play on the instrument, depending on your angle on your instrument pad, the banana will drop in a specific place, depending on your angle. Once again, I keep on repeating myself, I'm sorry. But yeah, I played it on a specific angle, so it landed like right there. So if you're off a ledge, if you're like far enough off the ground and you collect a golden banana when you're off the ground, then the game will skip the dance for you, which is pretty cool, I think. So I accidentally just did that. I don't know if that's a consistent thing that you could go for, because I've never done that before, but yeah. So that's just kind of how that worked. But yeah, I thought that was cool. So anyways, just want to come over here and tag Chunky. Long jump over, hit this box open, so that gives us Tiny's Kasplat, and then we'll just come up here, tag Tiny, and then get her Kasplat. Got him. Alright, and then just leave Factory Lobby, and then, excuse me, take Warp 4 down to Japes Lobby. So the next level we're going to do here is Japes 2, because now that we have all the Kongs, we can go back to Japes and get some more fast golden bananas. So yeah, Japes 2 is a pretty cool level. It can be pretty punishing, but it's nothing you can't handle. So yeah, just with some practice, it can get pretty consistent.